great song tells a story, and behind every great song, there's a story to be told.
Rapid one base.
10-14 high.
There's nothing wrong over here. I checked all the bathrooms and the whole place. There's nothing wrong.
Okay, this job you sent me back on this morning on Fairbanks, it is not a recall. You know, they're trying to lay on me that it wasn't happening before I came here.
Peggy Sue?
Yes, Sharon. Thank you. Yes. Hi, Judy. My name is Peggy Sue Guerin Rackham, and we're at Rapid Rooter in Sacramento, California. We're a sewer and drain cleaning company. We're a service company. That's good. We also do sewer repair and construction, and we have a complete plumbing department. The new uniforms in. Okay, and Steve was taken care of? I'm in accounting, I'm in marketing, I'm all over the place. I'm responsible for shifts and men and equipment, and everything sort of comes under my category.
Flushing. The pop-up on the front lawn popped up, which we knew meant that the sewers outside were plugged. So we called the Rapid Rooter man.
You recall a girl that's been in nearly every song. This is what I heard. Of course, the story could be wrong.
I was born in Alton, Texas, and grew up in Lubbock, Texas. Went to high school, junior high, and part of high school in Lubbock. I met Jerry Allison, who is Buddy Holly's best friend, when I was actually in the 7th grade.
How old are all of these fellas?
Well, there's 2 18, 1 20, and I'm 21.
Where do you come from, Lubbock, Texas?
Lubbock, Texas, yes.
You go to school down there?
Well, we did until we got out of high school finally.
Right after high school you started playing together?
Yes, sir, that's right.
Maybe
town, Lubbock, is 280 miles straight west of Dallas. Would you like to go back there?
Sure would.
What's the weather like this time of year down there?
Oh, it's not quite this cool.
It's not.
And it's a little bit drier.
Listen to my prayer. Maybe, baby, you will love me someday. Well, you are the one that makes me glad, and you are the one that makes me sad. When someday you want me, well, I'll be there. Wait and see. Maybe, baby,
Lubbock is home. It'll always be home. But it's strange to come home. I don't think it's changed in character. I think it's still the same.
for me.
The first time that I met Buddy was through this door. He was walking in to play an assembly. I was coming out the door and he was going in the door with a guitar and amp. So he knocked me over on the hallway in there on the floor. So he ran over and he said, you know, I'm really sorry I don't have time to pick you up. I'm going to be late for the assembly. But you sure have pretty lips. The next time I was to meet him, I had a date with Jerry Allison, and we were double dating with his best friend, Buddy Holly, who I had not met officially. So when I walked out the car to get in, Jerry started to introduce us, and Buddy was just already laughing. And Jerry said, well, what are you laughing about? And he said, I've already overwhelmed your Peggy Sue. So that kind of started an inside joke between the two of us.
This is Lubbock High up here on the left. Buddy graduated from there in 1955, and I graduated in 1956. He didn't really change that much from the time I knew him in junior high school. Right up here on the right was the 16th and J Club. I guess probably the first place I ever played with Buddy Holly. Ooh, it's a vacant lot now. That's probably an improvement from the 16th and J Club. But I played with Cal Wayne and the Riverside Ranch Hands at the time when Buddy used to come and sit in with us and play Bill Haley tunes.
How did this gig get started? Well, we're all from the same hometown, Lubbock, Texas. Lubbock. And we've known each other for quite some time, and Jerry and myself, the drummer, have been playing together for about 5 years. Do you write songs yourself, or do the rest of the boys write the songs? All of us write songs. All of us write songs.
As Jerry and I dated through high school, they had been playing together whenever and wherever they could. They were constantly going to Amarillo to play, or trying to find a way to go to Nashville to record. And I was in school, they were not, so they were out trying to pursue their career.
You go flush your toilet one more time. See the water coming back? If you go... Oh, boy.
We're approaching, I'm going to show you where Buddy's house was, when he was born. And here's the lot where the house was. The house is no longer there. It's been taken down, but that's where the house was when he was born. And we're on 6th Street, where Jerry Allison also grew up, and when I met him, this is where he was living.
I lived here from the time I was about probably 12 years old. We used to sit in that driveway there a lot and say, how in the world are we going to make it? My bedroom in the house was pretty big, and we set up our instruments there and rehearsed quite a bit.
Well, I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna be. You're gonna give your love to me.
I wanna love you night and day. You know my
The fun part about coming over here or driving down the street, you could hear them practice.
you know my love and not fade away.
One of the things that they were doing was putting a dance band together, and they would come over and jam, and I'd come over and sit and listen.
I try to show it when you're driving me back. Your love for me got to be real.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about some recordings that you do have out right now?
Well, we have 3 records going right now. Of course, the first one was That'll Be the Day. That's the first one we released.
That one.
And then we have a new one out by the Crickets called Oh Boy and Not Fade Away. And then there's one out, it's the same group, but it's under my name. I don't know why they did it that way, but they put one out under my name called Peggy Sue and Every Day.
That's sort of how Peggy Sue went on the road and for TV, like live performances. And it's a lot different from it. Started out as Cindy Lou, and like a Latin, I think it was maybe a rumba beat, went like. Cindy Lou, oh how my heart yearns for you, oh.
Buddy was going to name it Cindy Lou. I think he had thought about my daughter Cindy, who was about 2 years old. She was a little blonde, blue-eyed, a real cute little girl, and he was always cutting up and playing with her. And he probably put her name and my name together, because my middle name is Lou, and her first name was Cindy. Her middle name is Carol, so, you know, it was out in a lot of, I've read it several times. It was supposed to be named Cindy Lou after her, but it was Cindy after her, Lou after me. And he just put them together because they rhymed and it just was catchy. And of course, Jerry Allison was going with Peggy Sue at the time. And he said, well, if we're going to call it that, why couldn't we put Peggy Sue instead? That's my girl, you know. So he said, okay. He did that for Jerry.
My senior year, I had gone to Sacramento to go to Catholic school. So Jerry and I had sort of broken up. They had been booked on, I think it was an Alan Freed tour, Show of Stars, and they were appearing in Sacramento. The first time I heard the song was at Sacramento Memorial Auditorium with Buddy Holly and the Crickets performing it, and it was the first time I'd heard Peggy Sue, and I was just shocked, you know. It was a total surprise. Total surprise.
Pleased?
Pleased, and I think you just run a gamut of emotions. You know, if you're a little embarrassed and extremely pleased, and you know, all those things.
If you knew Peggy Sue, then you know why I feel blue without Peggy, my Peggy Sue. Oh, well, I love you, galleys, I love you, Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue, Peggy Sue, oh, how my heart yearns for you, oh, Peggy, my Peggy Sue. Oh, well, I love you, galleys, I love you, Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue, Peggy Sue, pretty, 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 pretty Peggy Sue, oh, Peggy. Oh, Donna, oh, Donna, oh, Donna, oh, Donna.
My name is Donna Fox, and I'm the inspiration for the song Donna by Ritchie Valens. I met Ritchie when I was 15 at a car club party, and I started dating him after I saw him later on in school. And gosh, I don't know what to tell you. He started going on the road, and he told me that he wrote a song for me, and he called me on the phone, and he sang it. And I didn't even know that it was going to be on a record. The next thing I know, my girlfriends and I are driving down the drag, you know, cruising the drag, and it comes on the radio, and we all started screaming and crying at the same time, and it was very exciting, and I was shocked. It was wonderful. It was a wonderful feeling.
Well, darling, now that you're gone, I
Buddy Holly was a big star. He was everybody's idol, Richie's included. But I never knew there was a Peggy Sue. And so when I found out, of course, it was exciting. And it was even more exciting when I found out she lived in the same town. That was great. And had for years. I mean, we both lived here for years.
I called Donna in her office and luckily got her on the phone. And I said, "Is this Richie Valens' Donna?" And she said, "Yes." Long pause. And I said, "Well, this is Buddy Holly's Peggy Sue. Would you like to go ahead? Would you do lunch?" And she said, "I'd love to." So that's how we met.
Every day it's a getting closer, going faster than a roller coaster. Love like yours will surely come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Every day it's a getting faster. Everyone said go ahead and ask her.
I think that the songwriters of that era wrote about their own emotions and feelings and things they knew. And so they were writing about real incidents or real people.
It was romantic. It was a romantic time back when we were growing up. I think it was totally different. It was exciting and, I don't know, cruising the drag and going to the drive-in
and the dancing.
The dancing. The dancing was so great.
And the can-can petticoats. And it wasn't as glamorous as I think they make it out to be now.
Yeah.
But it was
fun.
It was fun, and it was simple.
Now from Lubbock, Texas, the Crickets.
If you knew Peggy Sue, then you know why I feel blue without Peggy. My Peggy Sue. Oh, well, I love you, gal, yes, I love you, Peggy Sue.
Peggy Sue had just sold 1 million records, and Jerry drove in with my parents and took me to the senior ball. He had an engagement ring in his pocket.
Oh, Peggy, my Peggy Sue. Oh, well, I love you, gal, yes, I love you, Peggy Sue.
You asked me about how the song Peggy Sue, did he write that to flatter me or get on my good side? Well, I don't know. Probably so, but it worked. You know, it worked real well for him. We eloped on July 22nd, and Jerry's uncle married us in Honey Grove, Texas.
Call a girl that's been in nearly every song. This is what I heard. Of course the story could be wrong. She's the one I've been told. Now she's wearing a band of gold. Peggy Sue got married not long ago.
I don't know exactly what led up to Buddy writing Peggy Sue Got Married. I didn't hear the song until after his accident. I was in New York and heard it on his tape recorder, a small tape recorder that he used for writing. And I was very pleased that he had written the song.
Buddy Holly. Buddy Holly.
Good to see you, old buddy, again. So what have you been doing and where you been?
We're getting ready to start in some new work now.
You going on tour again?
And I think so, uh-huh.
Buddy, we had a lot of fun. We did a lot of flying.
Yeah, we sure did.
And
You know, I
Joe,
was just in the town the other day in Cincinnati. You remember when we landed there and the helicopter had crashed that day that we got in there?
That's right. We rode every kind of airplane there was imaginable.
We sure did.
Buddy, we had a lot of fun together, and I hope we're going to have a lot of fun together in the future, too.
Our hometown, Lubbock, is 280 miles straight west of Dallas.
She's already laughing. And he said, I've already overwhelmed you, Peggy Sue.
Historian from Clear Lake, Iowa, Holly, 21, and Collins, a 17-year-old recording sensation.
I had been having a dream a few months before that about a small airplane. In the dream, the plane would take off, go up, and come straight down, and there were 4 people in it. So I thought that was probably Betty, Jerry, and at that point, Joe B. and the pilot.
Historian from Clear Lake, Iowa, 3 of the nation's top rock and roll singing stars, Richie Valens, J.P. the Big Bopper Richardson, and Buddy Holly, died today with their pilot in the crash of a chartered plane. Their 4-seat, single-engine plane never made it off the ground. It crashed minutes later. And Holly, 21, and Valens, a 17-year-old recording sensation, were thrown from the wreckage.
It was being announced at that point on the radio, but I simply didn't believe it. I was sure that it was a mistake.
Richie died when I was 16. I had no death in my family until that point, and I really didn't know what death was. And so, of course, it really, really affected me emotionally. I would like to go to the site. I do understand that there's a memorial Peggy Sue told me about where they were killed, and I would like to go there, and I know Peggy Sue. I don't know, you haven't been there, have you?
No, I have not been there. And I think that I probably focus in on the good times, and I kind of erase that.
Hearts that are broken and love that's untrue, these go with learning the game. When you love her and she doesn't love you, you're only learning the game. When she says that you're the only one she'll ever love, then you find that you are not the one she's thinking of. Feeling so sad and you're all alone and blue, that's when you're learning the game.
It had to be extremely hard for Jerry Ellison. The charisma that they had when they played together, because Betty turned and looked over his shoulder at Jerry, and the way they played with each other on stage. It was really hard times for the Crickets at that point.
Feeling so sad and you're all alone and blue, that's
Along with that, our relationships were deteriorating also, and Jerry and I were married almost 8 years, and those were hard years, not only financially, but personally as well, especially personally. And yes, our marriage did end. I returned to Sacramento and started my life kind of over. I married this gentleman, his name is Len Rackham, and started Rapid Rooter, the 2 of us.
Rapid Rooter, state-of-the-art technology, fast service, dependability, and 1 flat rate.
Oh, yes, I've used Rapid Rooter many times. My last experience, my drains were clogged. By the time I called them, got out of the shower, blew my hair dry, there was a note on my front door thanking me for my business and telling me my drains were clear. I've recommended Rapid Rooter to all my friends.
When you have a plumbing problem, we're here for you, Rapid Rooter. We're the other guys.
Okay, that's a wrap.
I play it in the car, and I hear it on the radio all the time, and I have a tape and a CD. It's like a very special gift. So whenever I hear it, it always brings a smile.
Yeah, that's neat. I think it's great. It's fun. Then from Lubbock, where are you going to go?
Well, then I'll be, I'm going to stay with Mother a few days.
Then you're going to come back. Okay. When is the broadcast?
Paul McCartney, Hank Marvin and Keith Richards reveal how his music influenced them. Buddy Holly, Listen to Me, in a new tribute on BBC Sounds.
Am I in love? No. I thought I'd been in love, but I guess I wasn't. It just passed over. I guess I haven't met the girl yet, but I will, and I hope I won't be too long, because I get lonesome sometimes. I get lonesome right in the middle of a crowd, because I've got a feeling that with her, whoever she may be, I won't be lonesome no matter where I am.